I'm Teri, and this is Tea with Teri, where we talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions. Today, we're going to talk about the emotion of resilience. So, first, psychologists define resilience as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress. And so, as much as resilience involves like bouncing back, it's also really about personal growth. And the beautiful thing about resilience is that it's like a muscle. We get to build up our resilience. And the personal growth part really comes from the idea that as we face adversity, we're building new coping skills. We're learning and growing as we go. And so the research shows us that to find someone with a strong resiliency is not extraordinary. In fact, it's ordinary. It's available to all of us. And so being resilient doesn't mean that a person won't experience difficulty or even distress. What it is that we have, again, this open minded curiosity about what we can learn. And that's really a hallmark of resilience. And I want to share with you that focusing on four core components can really help us with resilience. And so these are connection, wellness, healthy thinking, and meaning. So connection means connecting with empathy and understanding. It can help remind us that we're not alone in the midst of difficult or very challenging or stressful situations. And then wellness. We need to really think about how we're taking care of ourselves as part of our resilience strategy, taking care of our body and our mental health. So things like grounding, taking a walk, calling a friend, really nourishing yourself well, making sure you get rest and are eating healthy food can help us in those stressful times to feel more resilient. The third one uh, is really about this idea of flexible thinking. So, first, it really takes some self awareness and recognizing that our thoughts impact and influence our actions. We've talked about this a lot on Tea with Teri. So, when we think about resiliency, we want to pay attention that we are not setting ourselves up for more stress and distress by our thoughts. So we also want to acknowledge stress and be willing to learn new ways to cope with it. Sometimes meeting it head on and understanding that, well, this is a stressful situation, it's temporary. And then being open to changes and being flexible during new situations. All of these things help us with that beautiful muscle building when it comes to resilience. And while we can't always change, and often we can't change the things that are challenging us in the moment, we get to change the way we think about them. And that's part of resiliency. So, the last part I'll say is that three of the best tools are gratitude, self awareness, and meditation. So, as you can see, I'm in a different background. I'm visiting a friend this weekend and I'm in beautiful Sonoyta, Arizona, and just being out in nature and having some openness around me is one of my resilience strategies. So I hope you will try some of these strategies for yourself, build that beautiful muscle of resilience, and keep showing up with curiosity and self-compassion. All right, well, that's Tea with Teri this week. I'll see you next week.